Hey, what's up with it? It's your boy Yella Beezy, and I just jumped out the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. You bastard. Bow.
Hit, sticks, glicks, blitz, yeah, bricks, licks, clips, blitz, yeah.
All right, so we got the one and only Yella Beezy jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
Yeah, sir, Skid. What's the deal?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. How about yourself, man?
I'm blessed up. No complaints.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I appreciate you taking the time to stop by today, too.
For sure,
man.
for sure.
Yeah, man. You want to go ahead, shout out your boy sitting up there with you today, too?
Oh, this Ziggy, man. It's Ziggy. Young producer coming out of Dallas, also producing everything, jumping. A lot of stuff that's jumping right now, you know. He on the come up, so you know, y'all gotta be on the lookout for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long y'all two been rocking with each other then?
Man, I've been knowing this little dude since he was probably almost born. That's my manager's son. He got serious with the beat making probably like a couple years ago, and he jumped out the porch with it and started going crazy.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any songs that he produced for you that we should be aware of?
What songs he did for me? He did.
I did two off there, but just keep it.
Yeah, I know. Was it You Ain't Like That?
Yeah, and Child So Bad.
Yeah, and Child So Bad.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Football Dreams too. Off one of my last mixtapes. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
No, that's what's good, man. So, Yella, what brings you to Atlanta, man? What else you doing while you're in the city, man?
Oh man, I'm just doing this type stuff.
Okay, you on the promo run?
Yeah, exactly. Interviews and stuff. Yeah. So that's what I'm on.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So it's like happy to see you out here moving around and everything.
For sure. Yes, sir, Ski. Yeah.
Man. But let's take it back, man. So you born and raised in Oak Cliff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So talk about your experience coming up in Oak Cliff too.
I tell people all the time, everything wasn't good, everything wasn't bad, man. It's simple as that. We all got the same story in different ways, so that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. The Cliff's got that reputation being, a very hard place to make it out of too.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
What would you say were like your keys to being able to make it out of that type of environment then?
It just gotta be who you is, like your mental. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be wanting it for yourself. So I just look at it like that. Everybody ain't, born with a silver spoon, but that don't mean you gotta keep that same mentality that you trapped in, you know what I'm saying, or that you were born in. So you gotta be in the person. The person gotta want to change and want better for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's very true. And did you have any siblings growing up?
I was the only child on my mama's side. My daddy had a bunch of kids, so it's like only child on my mama's side, got brothers on my daddy's side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you lost your pops when you were pretty young, right?
Yeah, 12.
True.
Yeah.
There's never a good age to lose your pops, but I feel like age 12, that's probably really difficult. Though,
yeah, for sure. That was a difficult experience.
How'd you deal with that at the time too, man?
I think I was young. I was surrounded by like a lot of family, like love, and just stay active with trying to play sports at that time, and then just, just keep busy, trying to keep it out of my mind as much as possible.
Nah, real shit.
Yeah.
And you was playing football, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever, how long did you play up until? Did you play like varsity and all that?
I think I played up to my junior year. When I transferred my junior year to Lancaster, I had stopped playing. I don't know, I just wasn't even into it like that no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
When would you say you jumped off the porch? How old were you at the time?
Probably like 12, 13.
Okay.
12, 13, yeah.
And what would you say were like the circumstances that led to you jumping off the porch at age 12?
Just like going through just regular, just everyday struggles. You're seeing your mama kind of struggle with like bills and shit. Just seeing the reality of like your situation type shit. You know what I'm saying? And just looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after your pops passed away, did you have any like male mentors in your life at the time?
Yeah, like I had a stepdaddy that did my uncle right there. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that's about it. And my grandfather also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after school, did you go to college? Think about going to college? Or?
I went to community college. I went to the 13th grade of the 13th grade of the school that from where I graduated from. It was like a college right beside it. So I went to community college for a little second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you even pick out a major, or what were you going there for?
I think I don't know, for some reason we all want to go to school for business. I think, and I ain't.
Shit, that's what I got my degree in.
Yeah, it's like I honestly didn't know what to do, bro. So that's why it was just like I was just doing something. I ain't gonna lie, I was going for that financial aid money anyway, so I can flip some shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. To get a financial aid check every semester, or whatever the case is, shit, that did justice for me.
How many semesters did you last?
2.
2?
2.
Yeah.
Really wasn't even 2. It was like that first, after I got the second financial aid check, that was a wrap for me. Yeah, that second, that was done. I like I say, school ain't for everybody, but it's like I literally didn't know what I was going for. I was just trying to go just because everybody said it was the right thing to do or try to even do it, but I already knew school wasn't for me. I literally, other than music and sports, it wasn't no need for me to, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't understand what I was going for.
Yeah, I'm sure your mom's was probably pushing for it though, you know? I feel like
she wasn't like, you know, she like, basically like, whatever I want to do, she with it. She wasn't never just trying to be like, oh no, you need to go to school, because she ain't that type of person like, that's just like hard on you or just try to be like super, just like try to force you to do something. It's on like, I'm gonna bag you up type shit.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
So when it comes to music, I understand you've been making music, rapping for a while, right?
Yeah, so I was like 13. Well, I've been like coming over rap since I was like 9, but like going to an actual studio, I think I was like 13. I had just turned 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what motivated you, inspired you then at age 13 to say, man, let me go ahead and actually try this shit out?
We was always, like I said, I was always coming up with music and freestyling. Like that just sounded like a Texas culture. Like even before school or during school, like at lunch or like before school, you would find us freestyling on a trash can or beating on the wall or something. So like that freestyling like real big in Texas period. So I always could rap. So I had a homeboy, like I said, I had a homeboy who had a cousin had a real studio setup, and there wasn't too many people had like real studio setups at that time. He had a studio set up at his granny house, and I found that. So one day I went over there with him, and his cousin was playing some beats, and I came up with a hook and the verse, and we just wrote a song and recorded. And I came home. It was actually after football practice. I came home and let my mama hear the verse, and she started letting everybody else hear it over the phone at the time. Yeah, so she was kind of happy. So that made me confident. So I was like, man, I like that. So I just kept going with it.
Did you ever release that first song? Or was that some shit you just kind of?
I think I found it like not too long. I gotta try to see if I can find it in my email again. It was like, that wasn't around streaming time. You know what I'm saying? So it was like burnt CDs type.
Okay.
Yeah. It was on like CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who were you listening to back then when you were 13? Like who's some of your favorite artists?
At that time it was Boosie Webby, Jay-Z, Gucci was going crazy. And then, you know, it was just like the whole Atlanta movement too that was going on at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, T.I. It was just going crazy, like, you know, all the Houston artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when would you say you actually started releasing some of this music then?
I started releasing, I think my first CD came out, I think I was 14. We had printed up a lot of copies, and I was in a group at that time, and we did a full mixtape on rapping on other people's beats, and I think we printed up, I know I got about like 25, 30 copies myself. I know everybody else, they probably got about we probably printed up like 100, cause we were doing what, like 100 copies at that time? 200, 300, something like that, and take to school and sit them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of feedback were you getting back then?
Oh,
Was like people really fucking with you?
Oh yeah, for sure. We always going crazy now. Yeah, we were going hard like young niggas, like pause, but for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure, because you know in school people just happy to know someone that's actually rapping.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. Then we were doing like teenage club performances at that time, or we was going to clubs that we ain't supposed to be going to, following him because he was rapping at that time. So I was passing out his CD, and I ain't gonna lie, we was going to clubs and the country. I know for a fact I wasn't supposed to be in, but I'm like 13, 14. These people looking at me like this a baby. I'm up there lying like I'm 18 or something. We going to Millen, Odessa, and going to all type of shit. I know I wasn't supposed to be in there. And at that time, I really looked like a kid, like a baby. So I know they could have got, the fire marshal could have ran up in that motherfucker and shot everything down.
What was that experience like? Did that kind of give you like, you know, this glimpse of what it could be like? Like, were you fucking with it?
Yeah, no, cool, cause like, you know, coming up in those like type of environments, like far as like clubs that do like the up and coming artists, like it'd be like a lot of other up and coming artists there. So like the crowd is there to see up and coming people. So it's like they supporting it, you know what I'm saying? And then they looking at me like, damn, this little boy is rapping. So they looking at me out of everybody because I look so young, and they giving me a lot of praise. So that always kept me going. Yeah.
And did the group ever drop another CD after that? Like, were you guys around together for a while, or?
Man, they started going to jail. I ain't gonna lie. Like I say, it was you know, niggas in the streets. So they started going to jail. So I stayed in school. 2 of them had dropped out. It was 3 of us. Both of them had dropped out of school. Then one of them had ended up catching like 3-4 years in the pen. He was hustling doing this thing. Then he ended up getting a 10-piece. So
oh, shit.
Yeah, so it was like I was the only one that stayed in school and kind of kept it going at us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say like at what point would you say you really started taking this music shit serious then? Was it after college or?
Nah, it was during high school. I had a song that went crazy in high school that was big in my high school or whatever, but it was just me knowing my capabilities and just seeing everybody like, let's rap, you know what I'm saying? They always wanted me to rap and stuff, so it was like high school, I already kind of knew like football was over for me, so I was like, man, I'm gonna stick to just rapping, try to see what this rapping gonna do.
Okay. Yeah. And were you monetizing your music at that point? Like, were you getting paid
Nah,
off this shit?
this what I'm saying, this before the stream era.
Okay.
This before.
Not even a YouTube check or nothing?
Nothing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like I tell people to this day, I just got a laptop for my first computer last year.
For real?
Yeah, and that's because I had to do the Undisputed on the sports show Undisputed with Skip Bayless every Wednesday.
That was your first time actually getting a laptop?
Yeah, I ain't never had no laptop. I ain't never had no computer, period, in life. I don't know what a hard drive is, none of that. I ain't lying to you. I ain't never deal with no computers, none of that. Like, I don't know how to record myself, I just know how to rap. I don't know how to make no beats. I know how to set up and everything, look and shit, but if you talking anything other than that, nigga, that's Chinese. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So once you went digital, like who was taking care of your music at that time? Was it just like the videographers uploading it to their channel?
The digital, that's when, yeah, I was, Half Pint was shooting my video, so we were doing all my videos on his channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't build my channel until after, like, probably like, I probably built my channel probably 2018. I had a channel though, but I think I just built it like, had like other shit probably like 2018.
Okay. Yeah, because I think That's On Me, that didn't even drop on your channel originally, did it? Yeah. Then you had to end up going back and put it on your channel.
Yeah, that's when the label had to do it, yeah.
Okay. So one of the first songs I remember from you is Goin Thru Some Thangs.
Yeah.
You remember that studio session, like when you recorded that song?
The studio session, I think I was going to Jeff at Session Works at that time. I remember that. Jeff, he had a studio, he got a studio like in Euless, Texas. That's probably like 30, 45 minutes outside of Dallas. That's where I had been recording. In Hearst? Yeah, in Hearst. And I think how we was doing it at that time, we used to all, everybody on our label, we probably get like a 10-hour block. It'll probably be like 4, 5 rappers, so we'll try to knock out like 2 songs. So it was just basically like, you gotta have your shit written down so you can try to get as many songs. Like if your song ain't written by the time, you finna get skipped, so somebody else gonna get it. So we just had like probably like a 10-hour block, and we just in there just going crazy, like taking turns going inside the booth.
Okay, and that was just a local label?
That was just out like PMG, same label I've been with, yeah.
Gotcha, man. So when you record the song, did you think anything of it, like this is gonna be a big song, or?
I never just knew like what was gonna be what, so I was just recording. I was just recording just to see like what it's gonna be, like which one gonna pop. Yeah.
So you shoot the video, you put it out, does it take off right away, or is it a slow build up for that one?
It was a good build up for that one. I ain't gonna lie, Goin Thru Some Thangs was my first video that hit 1 million views on YouTube. Yeah. That was my first one. Yeah.
How did that make you feel at the time, man? Considering you've been grinding at this shit for a while.
Yeah, it's just like I say, I'm looking like, okay, I see what type of music they adapting to. They want that pain, heartfelt music. That's what they want to see. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. Cause I was putting out like a lot of flexing videos, just all different categories. But that was the one that hit the million first.
So you kind of just experiment with different sounds and everything.
Right.
Yeah. And so once that one stuck, is it you kind of figured that was the lane you wanted to go down, or?
Nah, I mean it's just one of them where you got to just have like every category type of music. You know what I'm saying? So I already know, like me personally, I like if I'm going through something, that's when I write that type of music or that type of song. If I ain't in that mood, I don't try to trap myself into that, because that's like an energy that I just don't want to just continue to be in all the time or just continue to rap about. Yeah. So, but if you heard me rapping about something, I'm going through that shit at that time. That ain't just finna be my main subject everything, every time, basically what I'm saying.
And were you having any like popular rappers or labels reaching out to you after Going Thru Some Things started blowing up?
I think, it was still just the same motion, like inner city type. It wasn't, I think after Going Thru Some Things, I might have dropped Trapping Designer and all that type of shit. I think that's when people from the outside started to kind of like reaching out or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the music scene like in Dallas at this time too?
At that time, it wasn't too much going on, because I think it was after the boogie movement. So after the boogie movement, it was just like kind of dead silence for like the Dallas music scene. So everybody that was kind of like after the Dallas boogie scene was like trap music or struggle music, like pain music. So we was trying to get the DJs back playing our music. Like they wasn't playing like no, I don't care, like they wasn't playing no Dallas music on like in the club. So we was going to the strip clubs, throwing money, having the dancers dance to it. So that kind of like built the momentum back up for us.
Yeah. What type of music were they playing in the clubs at that time then?
Just everybody else.
Anything that was popular, huh?
Anything that was crazy, yeah, anything else. They weren't playing no Dallas music at that time though.
True. And I'm sure you're having conversations with the DJs. Like, how were those conversations going at the time?
Bro, Dallas is like a tricky city. It's like they support a lot of the out of town artists versus they own until you catch a buzz, basically. And it might be like that in other cities too, but I know Dallas is one of them. It's like our city is like crazy. I don't really be understanding, like, even if you go to LA, you gonna know you're in LA. They gonna play from the old music to the new music. Mm-hmm. You go to Atlanta, you gonna know you're in Atlanta. They gonna play all the old Atlanta to the new Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They gonna mix it in. Dallas just wanna crack out what's hot, basically. I don't even be understanding.
Yeah, because it's wild. Because Dallas is one of the biggest markets.
The biggest markets.
Yeah.
Well, we probably top 3 consumers market,
Absolutely,
something like that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we do not get the love like that from our city, like far as like the music scene.
Yeah, because you see all these big artists, they'll tour in Dallas 2-3 times a year.
Man, more than that. Like, you can get a bag in Dallas. I promise you down there, a person can down there come to Dallas every 2 months, and people gonna come Pack It At.
Huh. And were you getting booked in Dallas around this time too?
At that time, we was open. At that time, I think we were paying to open for people, then as they start seeing like everybody coming to pull up for us, they start trying to chunk of like 1,000 or 1,500 to come perform in front of people like at their strip club or like certain events. Yeah. Cause they knew when we come, the whole old club gonna come.
And now were you getting booked outside the city then?
I ain't gonna lie, my first time getting booked outside the city, we did a couple shows ourselves through some like outside of Dallas, but I think when That's On Me jumped off in 17, that's when I really was getting booked. Like we was doing like a lot of shit, like DJs, like we got personal relationship with kind of throwing us on other people's shows, like, you know, that type of shit. Or like I said, we'll try to go find a venue and book it outside of Dallas or whatever, but as far as like people just calling us when the music was hot, when my shit got hot, yeah.
Now, were you moving around to different cities, kind of pushing your music at this time?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Hell yeah. Like before, at that time too, I was doing my little hustling thing. I don't care. I was in Atlanta. I would go to Houston. I would go to LA. I was just going in the city, fucking with the strippers, throwing money, promote my music. Yeah.
And you worked with Money Man around this time too, man. How'd that connection happen?
Money Man, yeah. Actually, I think that's when that Boss Up head came out, and I heard that he said something about trap and design. I was like, damn, they listening. They listen, like my shit getting heard like in Atlanta or like outside, so that one made me reach out to him, you know what I'm saying? And then we ended up linking up doing some music and shit.
Okay. Yeah. You still got a relationship with Money today?
Yeah.
Okay. So That's On Me. Like, once again, how you feeling after you record this song, man?
I knew it was about, but I didn't think it was gonna do what it did. I felt like it was a good song though. At that time, I think it was like a lot of songs that was going crazy was like up tempo. So that's what I was trying to go do, like trying to go record some type of up tempo. So when I did that one, I kind of like, yeah, that's hard, but I don't think this is what I think. This is what they going in the clubs. So I'm up here just going out what I'm hearing in the clubs, like the tempos or whatever. So like I say, I knew it was a good song, but I didn't throw it to the side, but it was one that I didn't think that was gonna do. So I thought it was gonna be like Designer Junkie that came out that album or some up tempo. I didn't think it was gonna be that one though.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So how does it end up taking off? Was it just organic, like people just fucking with it, or it was just a record you chose to push?
It was organic. So how I used to set it up back then was before I dropped the album or mixtape, I dropped 2 to 3 singles. I dropped one like the month before I was finna drop the CD, and I dropped a song and a video on the day that I dropped a album or what you call, and then I did it like a couple weeks later, I drop another video or something. But that was like how I was already doing it. So at this particular time, I had just dropped I Wanna Know. So we were set up to drop, I think, November 13th to drop the Lightwork 2. I had did Up One like the week before or a couple days before I was supposed to drop it. And I was like, bro, this one gotta go on the CD. And he was like, man, we can throw it out, but we need to register the song. It's gonna take another week so we can just press the album back. So I was like, all right, cool. I was already announcing the album, whatever, and I was like, bro, this song's so crazy, bro, we gotta put it on there. So we wanted to get all the revenue for it and everything, be set up before, because we didn't know what it was gonna do. So we ended up pressing the mixtape back a week, and I was like, man, we still gonna drop the video though. So we ended up dropping the video like that 13th. And when I dropped it, I just started getting like an instant kind of like feedback. We were like, damn. People like, man, this might be the one. I started getting calls from people like, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just let such and such hear it. I think you might got you one. I was like, damn. Then I was like, okay, this shit real. When I got a call from a certain person, this shit, I was like, oh yeah, nah, that motherfucker must got something going.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And did radio pick up on it right away?
Nah. Radio probably picked up on it. We dropped it like November. We going into like the last quarter, so you know, December, that's when everybody finna go on their break. January came back around, that's when they opened back up. And I remember Baby calling me. And I think he was putting, I don't know if he was putting it in mix show or what, cause at that time I was putting my own money behind myself, and like we was going to the radios and putting like, spinning with the radio or whatever. And I remember the nigga calling me like, hey man, I don't know what you finna do, but you better do it quick, cause I'm finna put this motherfucking mix show. All right, bye. And hung up the phone, so I was like, yeah, I looked at Law, I called Law, I said, hey bro, this motherfucker might be doing something, bro, cause they called and they finna try to add it on to the mix show, all this type of shit. Like, we gotta come up with a plan.
And was that like, you're an independent artist in Dallas, like you said, they usually don't support the Dallas music.
Right.
Like, was this unheard of at that time, or?
Yeah, cause like I say, it wasn't at that time they were playing our music in the club, cause we had built that buzz up. But the radios, they didn't really, they'll play our music, but they wasn't like trying to just come for us, you know what I'm saying? So when the radio reached out, I knew it had to be something.
Okay. And how long did it take to go from, you know, going to mix shows to like this shit in regular rotation too?
Man, cause they had no choice. Cause they didn't go to full radio, cause I just signed into that August. So from November to August, I was on the road down there. I was on the road every week, probably like 3 to 4 shows a week.
Oh shit.
Non-stop. So it was already going crazy. They didn't put the budget behind it until August when I signed.
For real?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was getting picked up on everybody radios at like organically, like on some mix show type shit. Yeah.
Which is pretty damn good for the independent artist.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And what was like hitting the road every weekend, performing, you know, like you said, 3-4 shows every weekend, man?
That shit was looking good. Shit, they don't even, they put the key in our back, especially like on the pricing, cause we was underbid, and I said probably like the first 2 shows, we probably did like 2,500.
True.
Nigga call, nigga say, 2,500, that's it? And nigga say, Low say, man, he talking about that's it, like that shit too cheap. We finna go up to 5,000 on their ass. The next week we started hitting people for like 5,000. Then that 5,000, that's it? Oh, okay, well, shit, we finna go to a 75, then we went to a dime within that month and a half. Probably that month, we just started charging everybody a dime.
Yep.
So I started getting a dime like instantly. Probably like within that January, we was already charging them folks probably a dime. Going into February.
And how much did your life change at that point too?
Oh man, it started moving good.
Yeah.
That music money different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you had every label reaching out to you at that time, right?
Hell yeah. Had everybody. Everybody.
Did that get overwhelming at any point?
Nah. Cause like I was able to go on there with leverage. So I'm just relaxing, like, nigga, I'm making this money right here. I ain't tripping, so
No, that's true.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to see what's the best deal gonna be.
And you chose Hitco, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was it about Hitco that seemed right about it?
Cause I know I was gonna be priority.
Because he had LA Ria just started.
He had just started his label. I was gonna be the top artist, and shit. Like I said, I was gonna be proud. I didn't want to get on a label and they put they who's before me. You know what I'm saying? Or just try to shelf me whenever they want to. So I was like, I need to go where I know I'm gonna be proud. And then like the deal structure that we set up, I went in with a joint venture. I didn't go as just like signing under him.
Okay.
Yeah, I signed a joint venture.
Yeah. And what did you see like the major differences at that time between being independent and
you just gonna see a lot of more money when it comes to like your payouts and your royalties and your mastering or whatever. Cause you know when you get with a label, you ain't have no master at all.
Not very true, man.
Yeah. So that was like the biggest difference. But like on the flip side, we was still an independent label. So like a lot of shit we were facing, we had to face because it wasn't no major label like for like playlisting and all that shit. So that was the downside of it.
And so how does the remix end up being put together? Did they ask you like who'd you want on it or?
Nah, at that time, like I said, I had lyrics, so a lot of people have started reaching out to me about being on the remix.
Okay.
And cause they were like, man, I ain't gonna lie, that's my favorite song at this time. Like, and it was kind of like organic. So I seen a couple people that was singing or whatever, and I reached out to them or said that they want to be on. I was like, all right, send me a verse. And then there was probably like a few that I was like, okay, let's just put like a big master one together. So I just combined everybody's verses.
Yeah, because these days that's unheard of to put that many people on the song. These days, right?
Yeah, but it went crazy though. It still went crazy.
Yeah.
If not crazier.
It went gold or did it go platinum?
I think we almost had platinum, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
If it ain't already platinum, I don't be too much. I know it went gold for sure, but I ain't even looked at the the other shit. Yeah. It's probably platinum though. It is platinum? Oh, it is? Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Just found out.
I need to get a plaque.
I was gonna say you need to order that shit.
Yeah, I need to get me a plaque. I don't even be paying attention to that type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how'd you get Lil Baby on the Up One remix?
I think at that time he had that My Dog shit. He was going crazy. And I think he was on tour. He was on tour with PNB Rock. Rest in peace, PNB Rock. And one day I think he had came down here before he was on tour with PNB Rock. He had came down or whatever, and we had linked up. He had brought me out. This one, My Dog first was fresh out.
Okay.
So I end up coming out here to Atlanta to do some shit, and I told him I was gonna stop by the studio. I want him on the song, so I pulled up to a studio. Shit, we hit a block, turned a couple of corners and shit. Came back, he did the verse. So when he came on tour with PNB Rock, I was just coming from Austin. I remember that shit. He hit him. He was like, "Yo, I'm in your city. I want to bring you out." So I was like, bet, cool. So I was like, shit, while you here, let's go ahead and shoot the video. So we ended up just doing the video right after we performed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, just quick scene.
Yeah, that shit went crazy too. Yeah. So how do you get this call from Jay and Beyonce's team to open up for their tour?
I don't know. I don't know if they called him or they called the label, but they was like on the road tour in Dallas. They want Yella to perform. Shit, I ain't asking no question. Shit, what's to talk about? What is to talk about? I ain't asked no question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that experience like, man?
That shit was cool, bro. It's like, you know, that's a different type of crowd. That's 60,000, 70,000 people.
Say, yeah, football stadium, right?
Yeah, football stadium. That's some different shit. So that was like one of the biggest stages I had been on at that time. It was just a blessing. And the stage so goddamn big, I couldn't even see half the other side, how they had it set up. It was just so crazy. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was just moving side to side. I didn't know what to do. That motherfucking stage was big. Pause. I'm talking about just walking space.
Was that a type of show where you get nervous right before you walk out there, not knowing what to expect? Or?
Yeah, I think I was nervous. Yeah, that was a nervous motherfucker. Cause like I say, you gotta understand, like, they genre music, and I'm like, I'm a rapper, so I don't know how they gonna react to it. But then when I came out, my city went crazy, so I'm like, shit,
absolutely.
We up, yeah.
Yeah. How many songs did you perform?
Man, I think I do two? I think I did two.
Okay.
I think I did Up One, I think That's On Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that was crazy, man. But then a month later, you get shot, right?
Was it? It might have been, I think.
It was pretty shortly after, I believe.
Yeah, it probably was, yeah.
Yeah. So what was that time period like for you, man? Like knowing you got the hottest song out and all this shit, and now you got to go through this bullshit.
Man, it was just like, what the fuck going on? It was just like a little bullshit mishap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it change your perspective on life at the time?
Yeah, a little bit. Just made me just like I already kind of moved a certain way, just like kind of tighten up a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of stay more farther away from what you was already, how you was already playing it. That was it.
Did you have to sit down for a while, like, or were you back at the recording right away? Or?
Nah, hell nah. I think that happened like on the 13th or the 14th. Shit, I was back on the road the end of October. That happened October 13th or 14th. I think I had a show in Kansas or Arizona, probably what, the top of November or late October. I said, hell nah, that money gotta keep going. Shit. Get them 30s and 40s, shit. Sit down for what? I'm performing with a sling on. Shit.
Nah, I don't blame you, man. So that shit didn't slow you down at all, huh?
At all.
And did you go back to recording right away, too?
Hell yeah, I didn't stop. I'm telling you, I was recording, did a tour with Dirk them not too long ago. After that shit, I was literally in a sling rapping. I didn't give a damn, boy. Wildin' Out, came out and did Wildin' Out in the sling. Shit, better not let it stop me.
I feel you, bro. Bacc At It with Quavo and Gucci, man. How'd this one come about?
Yeah, I recorded that in the sling. Matter of fact, that's how it came about. I was came to do Wildin' Out, and I had pulled up on P now, and shit, they were finna go to the club for Gucci. Gucci had not too long ago had got out, and I think he had like a hosting or something at one of the club, and he was like, yeah, man, just pull up. We finna go to the club or whatever. So when I got there, it was just me at that time, and then Quavo had pulled up and Gucci had pulled up. So we were just listening to beats, and shit, we ended up recording that song before we went to the club. Cause we were waiting on everybody to pull up. Cause Gucci was like, hey man, shit, we all in here, how can we not record? So Quay started playing one of the beats, Turn 'Em Up Quay. And shit, I came up with a hook for it. And then everybody just followed suit, recorded the song, boom, we cleared out. Everybody came to the studio. Shit, we went to the club, ended up coming back to the studio. This time it's Cardi in there, Offset in there, Takeoff, Offset, Quavo, shit, Baby was in there, Marlo was in there, shit, it was a lot of fucking people in there, bro. It was a lot of people in there. We just all in there, they in that motherfucker smoking. Shit, 2 Chainz in that motherfucker, bro, everybody was in that bitch, dog. And that, I ain't gonna lie, that room ain't that big of a room.
I was gonna say, how big is this?
That room is not one even that big of a room. We all in that motherfucker though. And shit, they got the cameras going. They started playing some beats and shit. Baby was in there hoe too. They started playing the beats. Shit, I come up with another hook going there. Everybody started following suit, just started rapping again.
Now, is that some shit you would see in Dallas, having that many artists, like the big artists in the city? And what
nah, cause we don't just have no, you know, that kind of like they label. So they was just like, they had a label studio. We ain't really got no one label studio, just like a studio where everybody just go to the same studio. Yeah. But like it can happen that we out college, like, hey, let's meet up at the studio, but it ain't like no that shit seemed like it was kind of on the regular for them.
Oh shit. Yeah. When you look and see how much music they got together, it probably is.
Yeah, that shit seemed like it was just some natural shit over there.
Yeah. And that song ended up going gold too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, were you surprised at that, or were you kind of expecting that one, considering it, you know, had Wappin and Quavo?
I don't know, bro. I don't never have no expectations for nothing, bro. So I just, if it do something, I'll be like, damn, that's crazy.
We on to the next one, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. So how'd you link up with Chris Brown for Restroom Occupied?
How did that happen? I actually was in Miami. I was in Miami meeting up with somebody because they were trying to sign me. And Sosa Man from Houston had reached out like, hey man, we out here in Miami too. I'm over here with Chris now. Come pull up. Come to the house. We finna go get on the yacht and shit. So I pull up on, they dropped the location. I pull up over there, shit. As soon as I walk in the door, I had all my chains and shit on. He started scoring. So shit, I started scoring back on his ass. Then we just started listening to music and shit. So shit, I ended up getting his contact before I left. After we left off the yacht and shit, I was like, I'm gonna keep in touch with you when I come to LA. I'm gonna hit you up. So I ended up hitting a nigga up when I got to LA. Shit, he picked up my call and dropped the address. Like, man, come pull up over there. So shit, we end up listening to music. Everybody know when you go to Chris' house, you finna listen to a bunch of music. Like, shit, he gonna play a lot of his music, you can play a lot of yours. So we end up, I asked the nigga, I said, I want you to get on the song. So he started recording like a little piece of his verse. Then we end up just like splitting and going to the studio. I mean, going to like Dave and Buster's or some shit. I don't know how the fuck that shit came about. Come back from Dave and Buster's, we start recording Restroom Occupied. So shit, that's probably like, man, that shit probably like, I want to say like September, October. I probably hit the nigga up probably like January or February. I'm like, hey man, I said, send me that song. I haven't heard that song since we recorded that motherfucker. What you gonna do with it? A nigga text back, shit, I was gonna let you have it. Boy, shit, you said the right thing. Nigga, sent that motherfucker. I said, man, send a session right now. Sent that motherfucker.
And how soon after that did you guys shoot the video then?
I ain't gonna lie, the video took a long time because we ended up going on tour, releasing a song, and then shooting the video after that.
Okay. Yeah. Still major to have a song with Chris Brown though.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I got about 4 or 5 with that nigga. I had one of them on his album. And then it was some shit that we did when we put out, it was some movie with Nick Cannon. I think it was me, him, Toos, and Nick Cannon. And one with me, him, Rich the Kid, not Rich, it was Rich the Kid and Sage, Gemini. Bro, we got like a couple songs.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we got a couple songs.
Shoot.
It was on his album too, the Indigo, the deluxe version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. You and Thug have worked together a few times, man. How'd you guys first link up?
Me and Thug, how did we link up? I think me and bro linked up through Freddy, I want to say. And I pulled up on this nigga in out here. I think we did the birthday bash out here, or 94.5, but one of them, it was some shit, and I ended up calling the nigga and pulling up to the studio. We recorded like 3-4 songs that night.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Talk about like his creative process in the studio, man.
Man, that man had the mic outside the studio. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't understand shit he was saying at first. But it's like, you know how like the cartoon shit, like, yeah. But it's like, I couldn't understand him, but the mic picking this shit up clearly as fuck. So when he played it out, I'm like, oh, okay, he's saying that shit. I didn't know what the fuck bro was saying. But the nigga just creative though, like, I ain't gonna lie, you play a beat, he'll get in his motion like real fast with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he a dope artist, that nigga real artist.
You guys still got any unreleased songs?
Yeah, I got a couple songs with Thug I ain't released.
Oh shit, man. Have you been keeping up with the YSL trial at all?
Yeah.
Man, what's your thoughts on that shit, man?
That shit just crazy. Just that whole they just need to shit. Unlike the jails and let them free.
Real shit.
And just simply plain.
Yeah. And what do you think about them playing his lyrics in court, man? Do you feel like that should be fair game for artists?
I mean, I tell people all the time, I don't feel like that should be something that they able to do, because an artist can, like I say, on the spot, like right now, I can freestyle and just make up something, like, you know what I'm saying? That's part of artistry. Even if you go back to like in the early 90s, like a lot of the bullshit they were saying, and they rhyme from Biggie or just like Tupac, a lot of the shit that they were saying, they was just saying that shit just to say it, just like to make a person mind wonder. Not even just them, like, you know, a lot of people said, like, even if you listen to Bone Thugs music, like some of the shit that they were saying, like, about, I don't know, like sacrifice or eating people's face, all that weird shit. Like, nigga was just saying that shit just to have imagination, you know what I'm saying? So, nigga can make up anything just to make you believe it. That's the part of artistry, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
So it's like, that shouldn't be something that they should hold you accountable for, because like, we just creating some type of art. It's just something that people want to hear.
Yeah, because it's just a form of expression at the end
Exactly.
of the day, bud.
Exactly.
And you don't see them doing this shit with like country artists or anyone else.
At all.
It only seems to be rap. Like, the only
Exactly,
genre.
exactly.
Yeah, free Thug, man. The pandemic hits. How did that affect you, man? Because I'm sure you were touring like crazy at that time, man.
It just made the world lazy. I feel like it just made the world lazy as fuck. It slowed up a lot of shit, fucked out people's bags, and it was just like, God damn. That shit there was one of the dumbest times. It made people just get comfortable with being lazy. I ain't gonna lie, it made me like, not just, I just be like, man, I was gonna stay at the house. Just didn't want to go there because I done got comfortable just staying in the crib.
Were you being creative at all? Like, were you still recording?
Yeah, we were still, I had put out singles and was recording at that time, but it was like, it made motherfuckers just like super lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of took a step back from dropping albums, right?
Nah, I was getting out of a situation.
Okay.
Yeah, I was getting out of a situation. That legal paperwork just take a long fucking time, bro. That shit take a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd you decide to get out of this situation? What was going on?
Hitco, I just felt like a lot of things wasn't going the way I needed it to go, basically. And like I say, if LA was able to help, he would have done it, but it was just so much they were gonna let him do as an independent label.
But it didn't defer, you know, from signing again because you signed with Asylum.
Right.
A year or two
Yeah,
later,
the music
right?
ain't never been a problem. It was just a situation that I was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you like being on Asylum right now?
Oh, they're cool. They're cool. You know, same shit. Kind of. I did another joint venture with them, so shit, same shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were you taking a lot of offers during that time too?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure once everyone realized you was a free agent,
Yeah,
everyone
for
was probably
sure.
hitting you
For
up.
sure. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like even like if I say I'm a free agent right now, I wouldn't have no problem getting signed nowhere.
Nah, because you got the history. I mean, you got the catalog for it.
Yeah, people know what's good with me, man. People know what's good with me, man.
Talk about the Pimp C record, you and EST Gee, man. How'd this one come about?
I was just in the studio in Cali just recording, and I think that's when he had this little, he was going crazy. So that was just like, man, I heard EST Gee on this motherfucker. So at that time, RP Juke, I had hit up Juke, reached out. Juke set the session up when he came to Dallas or whatever. He ended up bringing me out on the show, and then we ended up recording his verse.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No, that song's so hard, too.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the new single, Hit. You and Lil Wayne, man. First off, just talk about that relationship, man.
The relationship just organic. It was just one of them. I think they had reached out to me. I don't know if Wayne specifically reached out, or I know Tez had hit me up, and I think that they were working on the Carter 5 at that time. I think it was a Carter 5 or something like that. And he wanted me on the song or whatever. And I think I was on tour, but shit, I made sure I got that shit done for him like within a couple days. And just basically, he just respected like how fast I got back with him, and I was at the top of my career or whatever. You know, a lot of people probably was half-assing or pussyfooting with him getting his verses back. So that shit meant something to him type shit. So just off that, we organically just kept on building. I remember the nigga Twist like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, fuck with you, cause how you handled the situation, blah, this, blah, that. So he ended up coming to Dallas for a show. I ended up linking up with him. We chopping game, whatever. So after that, we just started texting just about football shit and just built a relationship, just talking about everything other than music. And shit, he ended up calling me one day like, but I think, no, I had the song with him or whatever. And we, like I said, we just talking about sports and football. So one day the nigga just texted me out the blue like, bitch, call me, I got some good news. I'm like, damn, what the fuck he talking about? He like, man, Skip want us on Undisputed. Woo, we gonna do it. I told him, he asked, did you want to do a C, like, did you want to come on? I said, yeah, nah, he doing it. So you gotta do it. And you ain't taking no for an answer. So I was like, shit, when we doing this shit then? You know what I'm saying? So everything we've been doing just organic.
Oh, shit, man.
Yeah.
What was that experience like being on Undisputed, man?
That shit was cool, bro. Just opened up another lane for me. Just let me see how that shit go in the football world or just the sports world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that some shit you want to pursue in the future, too?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna continue with that shit. That shit was fun. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I like sports. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's just on some shit like that's just something that I just do just to have fun with.
You a Cowboys fan, I take it?
Die hard.
Okay.
Die hard.
Come on, give us some predictions for this year, man. What we doing?
We gonna be good as soon as they get CD.
They gotta lock that shit down,
yeah,
right?
That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? They been beefing up the defensive line and the linebacker and the DBs and shit. So I think we'll be good. We got a good receiving core. I think we gonna be straight, man. We just gotta get that done with CD. I feel like we gonna be good.
Yeah. What's Jerry doing, man? This is like the #1 receiver in the league, man.
I don't know.
Because when you look at this shit, it's like, bro, this shit don't make no sense. Why he hasn't locked this shit down?
I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, we down there, what, a week before the real season starts?
Like a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, so hopefully we'll be hearing something today or by the top of next week, but they definitely got to get that shit done. I really don't understand the holdup. Like, we got the money. I think what we just #1 franchise, like 10 billion.
Oh, yeah.
10 billion or something like that. Cut that man a check. Shit ain't hurting your pockets.
I'm telling you, man. What does he want? 40 million a year? Give it to him, man.
Yeah, that man. He deserved it because he went crazy. He been going crazy.
Yeah, because last year was his contract year. It's
Yeah.
And he over exceeded what he probably should have.
Him and Dak did.
Yep.
Him and Dak did, honestly.
Yeah.
They both went crazy because Dak went 39 touchdowns last year.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, he went stupid.
You feel like people be over criticizing Dak?
Yeah, because you know he at the end of the day it's the Cowboys, so they gonna over criticize anybody on our team. Like we get the most publicity, the most everything. So you know what I'm saying. He done had his errors, but every game we can't blame him. Just like like I told them, the game we lost last year in the playoffs to Green Bay. What y'all gonna blame Dak for that? Wait, do he play offense and defense? You know what I'm saying? Like They just be wanna have a reason just to say something. That's you know, one thing I learned in the sports world, they'll tell you, they damn near gotta talk about the Cowboys. Because they talk about the Cowboys, they get more ratings, more viewers. Yep. Even when the season not going on, when you talk about the Cowboys, they get the most views. So they have to. That's like, yeah, it's the American team. So that's something that everybody got in their contract.
Yep. It's like the Lakers. Like they gonna talk about the Lakers regardless.
Yes. So or how they got the pinpoint of LeBron. Mm-hmm. They don't understand the stress that they putting up on these people or these teams, but that's they talking points. They have to do it because that's like. I promise, if you don't talk about the Cowboys, ratings go down. Telling you facts. Look that shit up. That's some true shit. Yep. And people don't understand that. That's why, but it make people hate them too at the same time. It's either
you love them or you hate them.
Right.
There's no in between.
Right. Yeah. Facts.
Super Bowl then? Like, are you predicting this?
Hey man, I don't predict nothing. We can't even predict the weather. I don't know. I just hope we go far.
Understood, man.
Yeah.
All right, so going back to Hit, this is produced by DJ Paul, right?
No, it's actually produced by Ryder.
Okay, okay.
Paul, Ryder sampled Paul that hit him motherfucker, the 3 6 Mafia shit. And I think it was like a problem with clearing it because I guess the people who originally owned the master to it, like they a headache. It's like you gotta go through like a whole bunch of bullshit. So we end up just having Paul come in and record that shit live. Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah, like you can do it that way versus using the original type shit. So I ain't gonna lie, Ryder's my little white boy, man. That nigga, yeah, I promise you will not know he's a white dude. That man, he got an obsession with the South and sampling like the South music from 3 6 to everybody. You would think he black. You would walk right past this little white boy, I swear to God, and not know who he is. I think he from like Boston or California or some shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man. So you recorded Hit originally by yourself, and you went to IG and kind of asked people like who you should put on there.
Right.
Did you already have Wayne in mind, or did you actually listen to the people on this shit?
Yeah, I already had Wayne in mind. I already had Wayne in mind type shit.
And was it as simple as that phone call video that we saw? Like you literally just called?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, it was a simple one. Like I swear to God, it was a simple. Like, and that shit real. Like even when I originally reached out to him for that shit, it was like, shit, say let's send that shit. Then a couple days went by, I'm sending it tomorrow. I bet. He like hit me up like, hey bro, shit, I end up going to the studio, I end up oversleeping, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I bet. Couple days go by, another day go by. Hey shit, I hate but shit, I'm finna do it for real, friend. I bet. Then he sent that motherfucker.
So he was just letting you know, like I ain't forgot.
Yeah, he was staying like being very how you say that shit, transparent. You know what I'm saying? And shit got the shit done. It was like, damn, this nigga really did. And then I'm like, I don't even know how to feel. Like I'm like, bro, this nigga Wayne really just did this shit. Facts.
Yeah. And video going crazy right now, man.
Yeah.
How's the feedback then? I know it's been a week, right?
Yeah, today Friday. Yeah, it's been a week. Yeah. It been good. You know, you gonna have your talks and your people had whatever, but shit, from streaming wise, it's been real good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with like online trolls and haters? Do you pay them any mind these days?
I look at it like this, bro. That's the popular thing to do. If you look at everybody shit on Instagram, basically, it's some type of hate up under the comments. And it's like down there like certain blogs or not or like certain blog pages, like that's what is popular to do on their blog site. Mm-hmm. Say Cheese, fuck with Say Cheese, that's my dog now. But them and academics comments are just made to troll. I mean, even the Shade Room, like it's like they made to troll and just try to, it's like, so I don't even, cause it's like that's what the internet is about now. So I don't even just take, cause like, oh well, I've been having hate, like niggas been saying I wasn't gonna do this to do that, and I done everything motherfuckers say, so like they words ain't stopping me from doing shit. Yeah.
At the end of the day, they just want a reaction out of you anyway.
Exactly.
So new album on the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's executive produced by Wayne, is this right?
Yep. How you know that? Oh, they told you.
Come on, man. I got my sources, bro.
I let me find out he bled or yeah, he didn't.
I got my sources, man.
Yeah, he put his blad bag out. Yeah.
So how did that come about? Was that something you pitched to him, or was that something he wanted to do?
It was like I asked him. I'm like, hey man, I want you to shit. Come on, let's chew the song. Let's sample.
Oh shit.
I promise it's simple.
Is the album done, or are you guys still choosing,
Nah,
still
it's done.
recording?
It's done.
Okay.
It's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was that experience like, you know, going through these songs and, you know, with Wayne, you know, the GOAT himself?
Man, I was nervous because I didn't know what the fuck he was gonna do. He was chopping some songs up, flipping this beat on woo woo. Hey, nah, we gonna bring this beat out woo. So I'm looking like, damn, I don't even know what to say. Nah, I got this one. So what about this? We'll see what's up. Like, like the nigga mind just going to mad, like a million. So I'm like, damn, I'm trying to see if he gonna like the music, how he really, cause I'm like, nah, I fuck with this one. Nah, this one hard. Like, ooh, like I need his honest feedback. He giving me his honest feedback and shit, he putting that shit together.
No, that's major, because I don't know if Wayne's ever executive produced another artist, especially an artist that's not signed to him.
I don't know, but shit, I'm grateful.
Yeah. And Stuck in My Ways, that's the title?
Yeah.
Explain that title, why did you choose that one?
Just basically, just like, nigga, I'm just on my shit. Like, you know how you be trying to cater to other people. So now I'm just like on my shit, like, nigga, I'm doing what I want with this shit. Or as far as like, even with the label, just trying to cater to the label, putting out these polished ass hits or song. Man, I just want to be stuck back in my old bag, just do what got me here. You know what I'm saying? Like my original sound.
Do you feel like you got a point to prove with this project?
I mean, yeah, I know. Cause like, nigga, I'm gonna do me regardless. So it's like, yeah, I probably got something to prove to niggas who just try to be hard critics. I really don't got nothing to prove to them. It's just really like, nigga, if y'all think I'm not on that bullshit, I'm finna show y'all. Like, nigga, that shit easy. Yeah.
Any features we should expect to hear on there?
Yeah. I ain't gonna tell you. Wayne. Wayne.
Can I ask you if one's gonna be on there?
Who?
BG.
I didn't get to get in time. We still ain't recorded. That's in time, cause I was with Juvenile the other day. I posted a link over Juvenile here in next week anyway to record some shit, but I haven't done it with them. Like, pause. I haven't recorded the music with them yet.
Okay.
Yeah. But nah, if it would've got it done in time, for sure.
Yeah. What was that experience like being able to chop it up with BG though, man?
Man, that shit funny, bro. That nigga just a crack. Why, wish out. He doing all that shit for real right there in front of you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this nigga here is a big ass shit. Yeah, well, you know, this nigga talk so suave and just laid back. I be like, this nigga here is crazy. Then Juvie, another, like, that's one of my favorite rappers. So all them niggas, like, I'm happy. This is what I can say, because a lot of times you be looking up to some of these rappers, and when you meet them, they not like how you expect them to be. I can say Wayne, Juvie, BG was how I expected them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas is exactly who they is. They cool niggas, about they business, going woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, they them type shit. Yeah. And I can say they didn't disappoint me, like, when I met them type shit, or gave my relationship with them. I honestly be like, okay, that's why I knew I fucked with them niggas, because they own that type shit, you know what I'm saying? So it was one of them like, oh, okay, bet.
No, that's good to hear, because I feel the same way too when I meet artists.
Yeah,
and some of them let you down, man.
Some of them let you down. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of these niggas, I be like, bro, I can't believe niggas really looked up. These niggas corny as fuck, boy. I ain't lying to you. These niggas doing some linguine and shit.
Yeah, or some big-headed shit, like, come on,
yeah, man. For sure. Like, them niggas, when you around them, and that's why I say you can tell who really who, and if niggas really living how they say they is in they raps. Because when you meet them, you can tell like niggas ain't trying to be too hard or just like they acting regular. Like some niggas are make the room like niggas will be in that bitch trying to be just too tough or just like, you know what I'm saying? Just make you feel weird in that motherfucker. Like they energy just be out. Them niggas just like some regular down south warm shit like nigga woo woo. But we still get on some bullshit. We gotta get on some bullshit. But nigga, we just acting regular. Kicking the shit like while we around just on some cool shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of similarities between Louisiana and Texas too, man.
Yeah.
What about producer-wise? Boy, Ziggy make one on there, man?
Did Ziggy get one on her? I think it's gonna be on the deluxe, right? Yeah, it's one gonna be on the deluxe for sure.
Okay.
Producers, Sean, Monster, Ziggy, Ryder, Who else? I think Lil Ju made it. There's a couple people on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see Trapboy Freddy home, man.
Yeah, band play too.
Okay, band play.
Yeah. Trap home. Free. Yeah.
And hold on, man. I think you just announced this, a deluxe?
Oh no, we finna work on some shit.
We ain't gonna skip over that part. Then.
Yeah, we definitely finna work on that.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I feel like the fans waited long enough because it's been what, 2 years since the last album?
My brother's kid. Yeah, that was 2021.
That was 2022.
For real?
2020.
Was it 20? No, it wasn't 2020, was it?
That was 2020.
It might have been.
Oh shit.
It might have been.
Damn. So yeah, you gotta give them a deluxe.
Oh
man.
yeah.
I'm sure you got all this music backed up anyway.
Man, come on, you know me and Trap gonna be working on some shit for sure.
Yeah. So how's Freddie doing, man? Since he touched on, man?
Oh man, he good, bro, in good spirits. So it's just like he come home just ready to work. So shit, that's the good thing about it. He ready, got his mind right. So shit, you know, he's just up from there.
Yeah. And talk about that friendship, man. And like, you know, you guys been rocking with each other since day one. It seems like, man.
Oh man, just like I say, organic shit, bro. Nigga, this shit ain't forced. This shit ain't coerced or none of that shit. It's just like some organic shit. Like, you know, niggas just being on some regular shit. Niggas just genuine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how this shit came back. That's how it's built.
I got you. So what's your thoughts on the music scene in Dallas right now today, man?
It's going. It's picking back up. Like, it's picking back up. Like, you got Montana and you got Doe that's going crazy. Lil Murd, GB. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And a pipeline. You heard that pipeline by Montana. Montana 700. That's who made the beat.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Dallas bringing that unity back in that street shit. So yeah, definitely looking good.
Yeah. What do you think of the drill movement that's coming out of Dallas right now? Because this is something brand new.
Somebody asked me that. Like I say, I just now heard of that, so I really ain't just like tapped into it, so I don't know what to expect. But if them niggas going crazy, shit, I salute. You know what I'm saying? Like, just try to keep it out the streets. Don't actually be, you know what I'm saying, doing the shit. Like, if I can tell them anything, just make their music. If them niggas going crazy, hey man, I salute it.
Yeah, no, that's true, man. Because it's like when you start rapping about real murders that going on,
Yeah.
you just putting a target on yourself.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That's the only thing I like tell them, like, don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, make this shit about music. Get if you can, but like I tell them too, like, be bad for business. And like, not trying to be funny, like if you cracking with the drill rap on the internet, like a lot of the drill rappers really ain't getting no shows because people don't want to book that shit.
Don't want to book that shit.
You get what I'm saying? So if you catch you one, try to like slide into another avenue, you know what I'm saying, and try to make your money somewhere else because like they don't be booking drill rappers like that.
It's too much risk in that shit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
No, that's a good game right there, man. I see you be giving back to the community, man, talking to the kids, man. Talk about how much that means to you, too.
Ah, man, it just, I feel like you gotta do that certain shit, like, cause regardless if you know it or not, like somebody in that room, you gonna inspire them or change their life in some type of way. They gonna always remember that shit. Like, if I had someone to come around and talk to me like that made it, you know what I'm saying, and come back and try to holler at us, I know that would, for me, that would have put a spark in what I had going. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, trials and tribulations come, you just can't let that shit keep you stagnant. So a lot of times when we going back to the juveniles, talking to them, we just trying to let them know like, hey man, you made a mistake, but that don't mean you gotta stay in that shit. Like you got another chance to live and restart your life, reset yourself, you know what I'm saying? So just trying to be motivational to the youth, you know?
No, that's a good game right there too, man, for sure. What else you working on right now, Yella? What else coming up for you?
Oh man, just a whole bunch of music videos, just going crazy. We finna get this shit started good.
Do we got a next single, next video already ready?
Yeah, in the chamber. See, I ain't gonna say it on camera, but I'll let you see it though. I'll let you see that motherfucker. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I probably got about four videos in the boat.
Okay.
I think. No, 4 videos in the boat. Yeah.
When should we expect the album? Summertime? Summer's almost over, so
yeah,
we're gonna
probably,
fall?
No, September, I think, September. And I got the video that's gonna be ready for that shit. I probably got a video ready for each month until this year over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So album, next 30 days.
Yeah. When probably next 30, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right.
Probably
We at the end of August, right?
Yeah.
Sure. I know fans will be happy to hear that shit, man.
Yeah.
All right. You got any shout outs you want to give before you wrap it up here?
Hey man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, nigga. Shout out to everybody, man.